Hi, everybody. Well, I know I said I was going to take some time off, but I missed everybody. I miss you all. And I wanted to say thanks for all the condolences and stuff about my mother, your prayers and all that. I know she's an angel now, no doubt about it. She's in heaven with her wings. I miss her. I usually talked with her on the phone if I didn't go to the nursing home. So I talked to my godmother today a little bit. She's in Danville, living with her daughter. She's up in her 80s, I think. Close to it anyway, Maribel. So hello, Maribel, if you watch this. Wish you were closer, but I missed all of you. So I thought I'd do a little video. I just left my house and came up Mountain Run Road. There's a truck going by. So I pulled off in one of my favorite spots, just to gather thoughts. Just back there, I saw a turkey, and I pulled over to take a picture of it, but I couldn't get a picture, and then a deer ran out. So I saw a turkey and a deer already. Nothing better than the outdoors to lift your spirits, and talking to all you folks too really helps me out. So I'm gonna probably get back into the videos and get back to normal. That's what my mother would want, I think. So I'm gonna go up to the dollar store. Instead of going to the one in town, I'm gonna run up Du Bois. The gas is $3.35 a gallon. That's the daily gas report. So I'll turn you around and you can ride with me for a while if you want to. I'm just going to pick a few things up. I need cat food for the outside cats for Bernie and AOC. Bernie come running up today. I didn't mean for it. I had to throw some food out. I went out and I threw the food out and then banged the bowl without thinking. And that's her signal. She come running up. He or she come running up. Thought he had food. So I went in and took the last can of cat food and put it out. And she ate the whole can. Bernie did. I don't know where AOC's at. Last couple days I haven't seen her. But anyway, I'm going to run up there. And I also need a pair of reading glasses. Mine broke. I'm going to get the wire frame ones from now on, like this. I buy them plastic frame ones and they break. The thing breaks. This thing always breaks. So I'm going to get a pair of the wire frame ones. I have a pair in the kitchen, a pair where I sit at my desk, a pair out on the porch, a pair in here. But the one I had at my desk broke, so I need to get another pair at the Dollar General. And the cat food, and I better list the cat food, and I wanted to make that hot dog sauce that Paul sent. And it needs tomato paste. I don't have any, so I'm going to get some of that. And some hot dog buns. And, whatever else I see at the Dollar General, you always end up buying something you don't want and don't need. Something you see that you think you got to have, but you don't. So I'm going to pick that up, whatever that is. Just kind of hang out. I brought my iPad with me. I thought I'd watch a movie. I put that in this bag. My mom gave me this bag not too long ago. And it's kind of a girly bag, but I like it. It fits my iPad real nice too, and it's kind of padded, so it keeps it protected. But I brought my iPad. I might pull over somewhere and watch a movie or something. I have quite a few downloaded on there. I really don't use that iPad all that much. I like it, but I was reading a book on it. I had some books downloaded, so I might do that too. But I don't want to sit around the house and think. I just want to get out and, keep my mind occupied. So there's no place better than Mother Nature to lift your spirits. And I love reading all your comments. So many on my last video about my mother. And like I said, thanks everybody. It really, really lifts my spirits when you comment like that. I miss you all, 8,000 of you. So I'm going to come back and This will probably be a late video though. It's 1 o'clock, 10 after 1 now. And by the time I piddle around, I'm going to get a hoagie probably. And I'm still on the hoagie kick. Boy, I had a good one last night. It was just packed with meat. I was tempted to take a picture of it or take a video and show you from Minute Mark. Boy, it was good. So anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. It's a miserable, miserable day here today. It's only 50 degrees. It's raining. Well, it stopped now, but it was pouring rain. Almost the 1st of June, almost getting into June, and we haven't had any nice weather. I got to plant my tomatoes yet. They're still sitting on the porch. I don't know. I'm going to have to stick them in a hole with mud, I guess. I got them onion sets, too. I didn't plant them yet. I'm going to plant some basil. That I can plant. I have a bucket full of dirt in the kitchen sink ready for me to plant. That's pretty easy, and then I'll just put that on the porch. But the tomatoes, I got 8 tomatoes to plant. And it's nothing but mud and wet. My son came down last night, but he was late. His stepdaughter is staying with him, and she has a little baby, his granddaughter, and so he likes hanging around with the granddaughter. So that's what I'm doing today. I'll turn you around for a little bit. You can ride with me. I got my microphones fixed. I got a hold of the company and they told me what buttons to push, and so I got both my microphones working again for my iPhone. And we'll see what goes on. I'll turn you around. So here we are. We're going to pull out, and I wish you'd have been on. I wish I'd have had you on when I saw that turkey and the deer. That turkey, I couldn't get a picture of it, but it walked off into the woods, and then just as it walked into the woods, the deer ran out. Oh, and another thing, on my way up here, I saw something in the ditch as I was going by, just out of the corner of my eye. And the first thing I thought was, holy crap, that looked like a guy there. There's a guy that rides this electric bike all over the place, and I always worry about him getting hit by a car. First thing I thought of was, oh, jeepers, I gotta go back. So I turned around, went back, and here was a deer laying in the ditch, a young one, got hit by a car. So that was a relief. Because that guy on that bike, he worries me. Sometimes he wears a fluorescent vest, but I saw him yesterday and he didn't have one on. But he has these kind of like saddlebags on his bike, and they're bright yellow. And then he has a flashing red light on the back, but still, he stays like he rides with the traffic, you know, and he don't really move over that much on the road. He stays on the pavement. It worries me because the traffic is insane. Yeah, I mean, everybody goes so fast. They're in such a hurry. Such a hurry these days. So I don't know. Did I mention my son? He did come down last night for a little bit, but he came down kind of late. But we sat in my TV room there and talked quite a while. I got a new set of drawers by my desk. I have these drawers I bought. There's like 4 drawers, you know, it's like a utility type of thing. And it drives me nuts because the drawers keep falling out. They won't stay in their tracks, so I got a new one. I got to put it together yet. I opened it up this morning and I just said, like, okay, I don't feel like it right now, so maybe I'll put it together tonight. I got to organize it where I sit all the time at my desk. Get that put up and get some of the junk off my desk. I think this new set of drawers will be nice. I don't think the shelves will collapse like that stupid one I have now. And I think the one I have now, I'll just, like I said, the drawers won't stay on the track, but they might make nice drawers for keeping stuff in here in the van. And I still got to get, what the heck's going on here? There's a pylon for something. I don't know what they're doing. A hose. Somebody got a hose running across the road for some reason. Anyway, I still got to get after this van and get things organized. I want to put my army cot in the back for a bed and get it. I bought them Tupperware things to put all my stuff in and get organized for a camping trip or something, but I still haven't done that. The weather's just been so miserable. Yesterday wasn't too bad. It didn't rain, but it only was like in the mid-60s. Today is just kind of yuck. Kind of a yuck day. There goes a Jeep. I'd like to have one of those kind of Jeeps someday when I get big. Anyway, I guess they're calling for rain for quite a few days now in a row. So it looks like June is going to start out miserable. It's going to be one of them years, I guess. Talking to my son, we really haven't had any nice days. Hot, nice sunny days. Because he has a motorcycle. He's anxious to get out and ride, but, don't want to ride in this miserable weather. 50 degrees on a motorcycle is pretty cold. Believe me, I've done it many times when I used to ride. Even leave the house 80, 90 degrees sunny and get 100 miles away from home and it turns to rain and cold. I've done that so many times. One time I went to Punxsutawney, which isn't really that far away, but it's, pretty far. Where the groundhog is, Punxsutawney Phil. I went there to a bike shop one time and I didn't bring a jacket. It was so nice when I left the house. Then it turned cold. It was so cold I bought a jacket at the motorcycle place. Paid outrageous price for it, but I was freezing. And that didn't even work, so I ended up stopping at a convenience store and I bought a bunch of newspaper and shoved it in my coat, trying to keep the wind off, but I still froze. You never know around here how the weather's going to be. Oh, I gotta turn and get out of this place. Oh. So we got a car coming here. I'm going to get out on the highway. Oh, that's a van just like mine. I went with a friend once to Countersport on motorcycles, and we left. It was really hot. It was one of them like 90-degree days. And I wasn't going to take a jacket with me, but at the last minute, I grabbed my leather jacket, threw it on the back. I had saddlebags, I jammed it in there. We got up to Countersport, beautiful ride. Well, nice warm weather. Got up to the bike shop, it was on a Wednesday, I'll never forget, because it was the only day that motorcycle shop was closed, was Wednesday. So we got up there and the motorcycle shop was closed. And then here come these big raindrops. It started to rain. I mean, pouring down rain. So we headed back we were on the outskirts of Countersport. We headed back into Countersport. And there's a big long straight stretch. And I was in the lead. My friend was behind me. And you could see pretty far. And I swear to God, I saw this. It was so dark ahead of me, and it looked like there was things in the air. So I pulled over, pouring down rain, pulled over. Cooter, that was the guy that was with me, we called him Cooter. I said, I don't think we should head that way. Look at that out there. It looked like there was tornadoes or something. So we turned around, went back the other way till we found a bar room We pulled over in the bar room, still pouring down rain. Walked in the bar, soaking wet. Cooter, thank God, had an extra pair of leather chaps. So he grabbed those and we went in the bar room. Sat down and got a beer. And the girl tending the bar said, "You guys on bikes?" We said, "Yeah." And she said, "You better stay here. There's tornadoes coming. Tornado warnings." So we stayed in the bar. She had the radio on. There was tornadoes that touched down. I sat and I adjusted his leather chaps so they'd fit me. We sat in there for a couple hours and it was still just pouring and pouring rain. So we finally, after a couple hours, we decided we had to leave. So we went out, got on the bikes, and the tornado warnings were over. We headed back into Coudersport, Smithport, Port Allegheny. Poured down rain the whole way home. We got even to the dark. It got dark. I don't remember what time it was, but it was the summer, so must have been after 9 or 10. We're about halfway home, still 100 miles from home. Pouring down rain. We rode the whole way back. And it was funny because Cooter was behind me and he didn't have his lights on. It was dark. And there was a state trooper behind him. And it was funny because I kept waiting for that state trooper to put his lights on, pull us over. But that state trooper stayed behind us. I think he felt sorry for us. He stayed with us the whole way to Ridgeway. We got into Ridgeway and we stopped there for a while and decided we better keep going. All the way home it poured down rain. I walked in the house. I was married then. My wife was there and walked in just soaking wet. Leather jacket soaking wet, leather chaps soaking wet. But it was warm. It was incredible because it was warm. Thank God. And thank God Cooter had an extra pair of chaps. Because I would have, even though it was warm, I would have been miserable if my jeans would have got all wet. Well, they did, but at least I had the leathers to keep me a little bit warm. That was quite an experience that day. Memorable ride. I had lots of them. I miss riding a motorcycle, but I really like, now that my son has one, it's really got me thinking about it again, but I don't think I will. My back, I don't think I can take it. Although my back's been a lot better. I don't know what happened, but it's still painful, but not like it was. I mean, I can move around without as much pain as I used to have. So that's a good thing. And I told my mother that too before she passed, that my back was feeling a lot better. So she knows that. Well, we're heading into DuBois. This is turning out to be a long video, so I don't know what I'll do. I'll probably be back. If not, stay frosty. Have a great night.